Well, hello, this is Rosa RCG Creations. How are you doing? Oops, forgot to turn my thing again. How's it going? We're bringing to you a different meal, but sort of similar to what I had before, and I will put a link on the other one. What we're doing is I'm going to surprise you and let you guess when I get closer to, you'll see me once I finish making it. But what I've got here is hubby cooked and drained some ground pork, and now I've got my oven on at 375. It's heating up. Oh, turn my little fan on. I'm gonna put my skillet on. I've got a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and I've got, this is a surprise, I got some regular, and I got some purple. Post in the comments if you know what this is. Smells good. So let me wait for that to heat up a little bit. Then I've got me some seasonings just for a little bit of flavor. Buttery Steakhouse. Minced onions. You know hubby don't like onions. I love them, but he don't. And some garlic powder. So let me open these up. The oil should be just about hot. Okay, yep. And all I'm going to do is saute these just a little bit to wilt down the veggies. So I'm cheating. I just kind of told you a hint. It's veggies. It's a veggie item. Now I did not put a whole lot, maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, because I just want to coat it, basically kind of wilt them, soften them up a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's all nice and purple and green. The holiday's coming. Okay, I don't think I need no. Everything's pretty coated pretty well. You want to make sure it's all just coated. And again, like I said, all I'm doing is putting it in here to kind of wilt the veggies a little bit, soften them just a little bit. This part here, I created myself. I made it up. Kind of like this kind of, y'all know I don't like veggies, and neither does hubby, but we're getting used to eating more. And so, this is a veggie I'm not used to, I don't know what to do with. And I'm continuing to stir because I want to make sure it doesn't burn. Let me turn down my heat just a tad. Now I'm going to add my meat so it can cook up a little bit. I split a couple of morsels, but that's okay because I cleaned my counter before I started. So I'm just going to mix this all up in here and let it combine and heat up. Doesn't that look good? Now let me season it. And I'm just pouring just what I think you like. Now we do like our garlic. I do want some garlic flavor in here. This Buttery Steakhouse, we get this at Sam's, and it's made from Kinders. Kinders. Y'all need to buy y'all some. This stuff is fantastic. I'm going to add a little bit more than usual on that one. Now I'm going to try to stay under my 15 minutes that I gave myself time frame, and hopefully I make it this time. But sometimes it's really hard when you're doing a cooking video to have it sit in your time frame because you don't want to miss any steps or not record any steps. And it's like, oh, well, what'd you do there? What happened here? Because I know I do that all the time when I'm watching people's videos. It's like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. How did you get from there to there? What did you add? That type of thing. That's why I look in the description box. And there will be a pop-up of the ingredients that I used today. And the recipe on what all I did. Okay, I think that is good. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm not going to bring you back till we get to the reveal to get ready to do the taste test. All right, we'll bring you back. Okay, we are back. And I'm sure you probably can tell. Oop, let me get my pot holders. Well, actually, I don't have to. There are those on heating up. Just got out of the oven. And here we go. I made cabbage. I used the purple and the green cabbage. Chopped it up really, really, really fine. Sauteed it in some olive oil. And then I added the already pre-cooked pork, ground pork, to mix it all up. That's my filler. And I did put a little egg wash on the outside so they're nice and golden. But this is, that big frying pan, this is what I have left. So guess what? I get to have this for my lunch for tomorrow. And what's going to be good for me, because it's not going to be so off my diet, is I don't have whatever these little egg roll things are made out of. I don't know. In fact, I have a package right here. Get that out of the way. Our grocery store only has one type. Oh, it's 60 calories for one wrap. Okay, so if I have, I've got 2, so that's 120 calories. So I was like, eee. But when I have my lunch tomorrow for my leftovers, I hardly will have anything because it's ground pork, and then the vegetable, the cabbage, I don't think is anything, and the olive oil, as you saw, it's such a small amount. Now I do have, this is the last of our sweet and sour, and this is from Berman's sweet and sour stir fry sauce. We like this. Number one, it's cheap, but it's got a good flavor to it. So let's do the taste test. So here's one of my, see, I'm getting better at rolling them up. Oh, that's still hot. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. And it's been sitting here for a good 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm going to dip it in my sauce. Mmm. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Mmm. You can definitely taste the garlic. I can taste the onion a little bit. But I do like the pork flavor. Because pork, I think, is already a little salty. I didn't add any, but I'm going to do a taste test just of this by itself. So this is the 2 cabbages, the purple and the green, and then the pork that I sauteed in the frying pan. Mmm. Mmm, 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 mmm. I am really on a roll. Almost every one of my videos, when I'm making something, and this one I just made up. I just made up the sauteing the, I was looking in my freezer 2 days ago of what to have for supper. And I found this one little package from Butcher Box. It came in with over our meals. And I always ordered 2 when I ordered from them. So I had 2 and I had 1 extra package of ground pork. So it had been at the very back of the freezer. So it had been at least 7 or 8 months. I don't know. But of course, because they're vacuum packed, they're totally fine. There was no freezer burn on it or anything. Because believe you me, if there's freezer burn, hubby tells me right away, we can't cook this, freezer burn. And stuff, so it was really good. And I just go, you know, what am I going to do? And I go, I had bought the cabbage last weekend. Oh, so that's been over 8 days. Just kept it in the bottom of my vegetable bin in my fridge. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea how long cabbage lasts. I don't know what happens to it. I don't know any of that stuff. But I will be doing research on it. So I go, you know what, let's just go ahead and cook that cabbage. And I know hubby really wouldn't care for something just like this by itself. He won't do it. He'd try it, but he really wouldn't care it as a meal. But he'll do something like the egg rolls because he did really enjoy the last 2 batches of egg rolls that I made. So, and I did fill them up. They're still little, but I did fill them up because you can see this one's a lot bigger. I pick it up, but this thing is hot. See, so they're a lot bigger and stuff. But let me do another taste test with just the egg roll by itself. Man. I do like that. And it's going to be nice to have a variety from the first 2 batches that I made. Because the first 2 that I made were shaved steak and cheese. This has no cheese in it. But it tastes more like an egg roll because it's got the cabbage in it. And since I sauteed it prior to putting it inside the wrapper, because I've seen a bunch of recipes, but they put it in there raw. And hubby and I are not vegetable people, so it's like, we can't do raw. It ain't going to work. So that's why it gave me the idea of let me saute it, soften it up, loosen it up, so it's not so crunch, 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 crunch. And I don't know if that has something to do with it, or we just don't like veggies because we just don't care for them. Because I have a whole lot of friends who are great cooks, and they all love veggies. So we've been at their homes many, many times, and we just put everything to the side, eat the rest. We're just very picky eaters. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching, and as you can see, it took 20 minutes to bake in the oven at 375, and I will put directions in the description box. But other than chopping the cabbage, chopping the cabbage up, and I did chop it really fine because I wanted it to be really fine pieces. And then cooking the ground meat, I would say between those 2, it probably took maybe 10 minutes for both of those. And then 20 minutes for cooking, so that's 30. And then I would say 5 minutes because they've been out for a good 3 minutes and they're still pretty hot. So I would say 45 minutes, all prepping, everything's all done, you're done. Now what's nice about this is you can actually cook your pork, the ground pork, the night before, chop up your cabbage the night before, okay? Put them both in a sealed container. Then the next when you get ready to eat, just take out your frying pan, put your olive oil in there, or whatever oil you want to use, and then heat it all up just like you saw me in the video do. And then put the wrappers on, and then coat. Don't forget to coat them just so you can get a little nice golden look. Let me bring that closer to you. A little bit of a golden look to your egg roll. And then you're done. So that would right there would save you about 25 minutes just right there. So you could probably get a meal done in about 25 minutes. So that ain't good, especially when you're a working person, or you know what, you're just tired and you're exhausted. You don't even have to work. You can just be tired and exhausted. So that makes a quick little meal, and you have leftovers too if you make extra. But I don't know if hubby's going to have extras or he's going to eat them all, because 1, 2, 3, he's getting 5. I got 3. But I do have leftovers for my lunch for tomorrow of just that sauce with no wrapper. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. And don't forget, put in the description box. Look for that for the recipe and the ingredients. And I would love for you to post a comment of what type of egg rolls do you like to make. Okay, we take care. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.